Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be carrying on with our little adventure in Sid Meier's Civilization 5. So since we conquered these cities, I've decided to rename them because, well, having Indian cities in a British Empire, I mean, we did used to own India at one point, but I've changed the names to New Birmingham because who wants to be named after Birmingham, and New Nottingham is of course the capital here. I figured that would be quite funny to change that to something, but we have a lot of potential production in this city, so I think it's going to be a great one to grow once we can obviously link everything up. But I've been working on some military units, obviously calling the guys down to go and have a look is the main thing. But we obviously want to get an idea of what is going on in Genghis Khan, because Genghis Khan is not happy with me after destroying India. And he won't be happy when he sees New Birmingham and New Nottingham, that's for sure. Okay, the spearman got a bit brave there, I will say. So, I'm going to fall these guys back. I'm going to put the spearman, or the swordsman, up there instead. So we actually do have a unit nearby that can assist, which is good. Obviously, I'm moving all the troops down. We're probably going to clear the encampments along the way as well, because there's quite a few encampments between us and Genghis Khan's troops. So we're going to try and clear them out along the way. Let's wait for the game to catch up a minute. And looks like we can clear them out in one go. Nice. That's them cleared out. And then obviously we can send the boys down here as well. So what I've also been doing, because obviously I've skipped us a couple of turns ahead from the previous video, I'm connecting New Birmingham with New Nottingham, because that gives us a bit more flexibility. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's not good for the Mongolians there. The barbarians have pikemen now. Looks like our troops are under attack once again. That's fine, we're not too worried about that. Horseman promotion, we want you in... What's the terrain like there? We want you in rough terrain. So we'll do that. We can actually take out the spearmen with the scouts, which is pretty useful. They've got quite a few ships. They've got more of a navy than I do. I'm meant to be the one with the navy. Oh, don't worry about that, honestly. We could take out the pikemen as well. Yeah, I wanted to be funny and change it to New Birmingham and New Nottingham just because it sounds funny. And I wonder how some of you folks are going to react to seeing that. Because it is quite funny, genuinely. So those lads are almost done. These ships are going to be annoying, but we can at least deal with them. Yes, I know the people are not happy. We will deal with it, don't worry. So, fortify until healed. We can take out this encampment, we might as well. Nice, that's them dealt with. There's barbarians in there, that's a problem. We never actually made that a mine, which is interesting. That's that ship dealt with. Yeah, we've regrouped the lads. I'm going to try and see, although I doubt it, if we can get Genghis Khan to give us open borders. Okay, he doesn't want to make it work. That's fine. We can deal with that. And finish off the road there. So now the cities of New Birmingham and New Nottingham are connected. Ooh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Genghis Khan has just been declared war by Caesar. Ooh, let me talk to Caesar.
Salve.
Clear all on Genghis Khan. He doesn't want us to make it work. I don't think he's going to do it, though. His military's not been the best so far. I've hardly seen his army, I'll be honest. Oh, they took out one of our units. Shit, okay. That's a problem. Alright, we'll avenge the troops that fallen. That's that dealt with. We're going to go for military tradition, because obviously we are going for quite an aggressive strategy, so we are going to need that. So now that these two are connected, we actually want to focus on getting a courthouse built here. We can purchase something, though. We can at least purchase something to maybe help us out here. But for now, we're not going to worry about that. We can go for Machu Picchu. We'll go for currency. Currency is going to be pretty useful. So, let's just focus on getting these cities growing. So before we go any further, we're going to try and heal the troops as well. And then once our ship is built, we can at least use it to scout the coast. Pyramids have been built in a faraway land. Trade route broken, huh? What do you mean trade route broken? Oh, they've sabotaged the road, the little shits. Right, okay, that's annoying. Let's send the workers over and deal with that. That is annoying. That's fine, that's fine. So you... we can make... We don't need to worry about defense. Let's go for library there. And then we will fortify the rest of the troops. No, don't embark. We'll fortify the rest of the troops until further notice. Because at least then we can defend ourselves. There we go. So now our first ship should be built. There it is. An enemy is near, that's fine. Yeah, there's enemies up near New Nottingham, that's fine. So, let's build another catapult. And we will head our ship towards Mongolia. London can start producing, let's see. Very great person of your choice. Length of Golden Ages. Culture and gold costs require new tiles reduced by 25% in each city. I think the Hagia Sophia, I don't know what that is, I'll be honest. I think that's going to be our most useful thing. So, we just pass the turn with everyone else. And there we go. Oh, New Nottingham's under threat. That is fine. If they start sabotaging stuff, that's obviously going to be a problem, but we will deal with it. There we go, trade route is re-established. They could start attacking my city, which is a problem. Trireme can at least get close, which is good. Let's start moving the troops inward a bit more, because we are in a bit of an odd position. We could even do a waterborne attack from north, but Beshbalik is in a pretty good position. Turfan's in a pretty good position as well. Have you repaired that road? Yes, you have. Excellent. Let's get you up here and start producing And mine. You can finish off that. They're going to sabotage that tile, I know they are. We could actually, before we actually go in with stuff, we could actually get these spearmen to do stuff. Okay, they've not attacked that tile, surprisingly. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to buy an archer for this location, because it's clear we've got a bandit problem. Well, a thingy problem. Could we send a spearman back? Do we have time? Yeah, we do. I'm going to send a spearman back that we have and see what we can do with them. Mongolia's not looking too defended, so that's good for us. Okay, we now wait. We'll wait until the boys arrive and then we can get cracking. He's made peace with him. Okay. Good to know. And of course, Nottingham can now fire on an enemy. Ooh. This is tempting. We could do it. Yeah, let's do it. I've revelled in every opportunity to defeat someone like you. Okay, let's do it. We can use the archers to take out these pikemen. That means we're going to have to call back the spearmen, but that's okay. We're not too worried about that. Okay, let's get stuck in. Let's start moving the lads in. I'm not too worried about Mongolia's military. It doesn't seem to be too threatening. Yeah, don't care about you. Legit don't care about you. The defences of the city plus the archers is going to be an issue, however. I think we need to fall these spearmen back and focus on one city for now. So we'll focus fire on Turfan for now. So we can move you up a tile, move you down a tile. 25% against cities. Garrison you. We could start using them to, or the trireme to start softening them up. He's got another city. Okay, that's a problem. We can. Are we 2 tiles away? Technically, yes. We can start softening up this scout for later. So let's start heading our troops this way. Can I move this horseman 1 tile? Yes, I can. Because then I can put the horseman, or the horse archers there. I can then put these guys up here. I can move you down a tile. And you boys can be ready to go. I'm not expecting to take too many losses here, but obviously I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, so to speak. And you can continue with your mine. They have a much bigger empire of cities than I thought, but we can deal with them. Nice, that's pretty good. We'll just take the free heal for now. We don't need to worry too much. Trireme can get some free XP on these guys. Free XP is free XP after all. Chivalry's pretty good. Harbor's pretty good as well. Education's pretty good as well. But we would need... I would love to build Oxford University in, like, Nottingham or something. That'd be funny. But no. Oxford is a really, like, posh university, by the way. In case anyone doesn't actually know that. It's really, really posh. Let's put it that way. Let's continue to move the troops in. We will fortify you. Because this is going to be a messy campaign. I can just see it coming. But luckily, our troops have experience, which is good. The troops have got experience, which is going to matter in the long run. So the trireme can continue to scout, which is good. So now we can move the spearman, well, the swordsman there. Set you up for a ranged attack. We fortify with you. We can attack, but I don't think it's worth it because of the penalty for now. And you can continue doing. In fact, no, there's a dude. Oh, I've just set them to work, and they've got a thingy there which can attack them. What tiles of this city working? I can turn off that one. We can work that tile. Don't care, Caesar. Bear in mind, you was literally at war with them a minute ago. Come on, bro. Yep, civilians been captured by barbarians. Annoying, but we will deal with it. We don't have any troops nearby to deal with that problem. Choose production. It's going to take a while to get a soldier going there. We can just set it to a warrior and buy one to attack. Then again, archer's just better, so we'll do that. Trireme managed to take out them, so that's good. Beshbalak is looking pretty fortified, so that's fine. And we can get a free swing in on these scouts. Okay, let's carry on with our assault. We could take it now, and I think it's worth it too. We don't have to rush this campaign. There's that one. That is one city down. Okay, unhappiness is starting to get a bit concerning now. How's the courthouses looking in the other place? So we've got a courthouse almost being done here, so that's good. We can send a general up here. Because then that gives our troops a combat bonus. Which is always good. So we've got Turfan under our control now, so that's good. We can now hold fire on our next target. Yeah, you guys need to go. York is starving. Okay, that's a problem. So, because obviously there's an enemy in our tiles, which doesn't help. Okay. We can afford a workboat, but a workboat doesn't get us anything. In fact, which troop was that has a promotion? It was you. Just give you a free heal. So for production, now that we've cleared some of our happiness, we can start to focus a bit more on other things. So let's get a worker up there. I'll move the ship around for safety reasons. And we'll garrison you in the city. I think our best bet now is to attack the capital of Genghis Khan. Because it's clear his military is a bit shit. Let's put it that way. The only issue, of course, is we'd have to attack from either this side, or we have to attack through this road here. But obviously there's no road connecting here, so we do have quite the problem when it comes to this. We could just go for Beshbalak, which would probably work out the best for us. Beshbalak, we could obviously attack with a trireme, and then we can work over Hesea as well. I think that's what we do. We might as well get the ship firing on the city. One moment, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Just had to quickly go and answer my phone then. Alright, let's carry on. So, I've obviously not cut really anything. We're still carrying on with our campaign against a certain Genghis Khan. We can at least move you guys there. We can embark some troops as well. Make our thing a little bit easier for us. Krakorum is pretty well defended, but we can deal with that. Looking pretty alright so far. Oh, now he wants to end the war. No. You made your intentions clear, my friend. Damn, their warriors are pretty experienced. Looks like our swordsman's going down, but that's fine. They do have a combat bonus from the Khan there. That's fine, that's fine. Turfan can now help us out. Because this is what I mean, because they have the general in the town, it is quite annoying. We can deal with it though, it's not the end of the world. And then the Trireme can start softening up as well. Obviously we don't really want to sabotage any tiles if we can avoid it. Because sabotaging tiles is not good for us. Now we need to send this troop up here to deal with this. We can upgrade you to a pikeman, which is pretty useful. But that does take a turn there, but that's fine. And we'll pass turn there. Looking good so far, this campaign is. And now we can send our troops up there as well. We could have used that amphibious attack, or that amphibious one, but it's not really worth it. We've got a Sun Tzu, great general, on the way as well, so that's pretty useful. And we can continue putting pressure on the city. And set up our catapult for a ranged attack. Good hits on target. Nice. We're not going to attack with the spearmen just yet. If we moved you across, actually, can we get a firing angle on you? No. What I will do, though, is I'll send the swordsman there. They're always throwing insults. We are working on the unhappiness, to be fair. Okay, we've got troops attacking. Our swordsman is down, purely because of the Khan there. We are taking losses, but again, we was expecting this. I mean, they have a general, for crying out loud. We almost have our own as well. They have their own Trireme, which is fine. We'll keep firing on you, keep firing on you. We can actually take the city now, which I think we'll do. Nice work, gentlemen. That's how we do things around here. So that is now under the occupation of the British Empire. So we'll go straight to a courthouse for that one. Then obviously we want to start... I mean, we've got plenty of iron and resource and stuff like that. We're definitely doing quite well for ourselves. What about you? We can fortify with you. Fortify with you. We're doing well so far. I say that and we lose a chariot archer. That great general is proven to be quite the problem. Oh, enemy ship. That's the one we damaged earlier. Okay, you can have a promotion. You... Volley's going to be pretty useful, especially given this situation right now. So we'll try and take out these guys. Let's fall the pikemen back, because they are in a bad spot. And then the ship can hopefully get a firing angle. We want strength against land units, because only they have a navy and I'm not too worried about it. Next up, we can go for education. So we've built this to obviously help out down here. We can focus on getting some happiness up. We can delay our assault on Hesea. It's not an urgent thing we need to do for now. But no, this has been going pretty well. I mean, I wasn't expecting to hold my own against Genghis Khan, but it's at least, you know, doing something for us. We are near our great general, which is good. We could take out both their troops here. So we will do that. And there we go. That's their troops cleared out for now. Wait for the unit. And now we can start putting you to work. Their ship's still attacking our troops, but that's fine. We can always send the chariot archer down there to deal with that. In fact, no. We have the ship with the city defense to do that. And then you can get the rough terrain bonus. The ship can have a brief look without obviously getting blown up. Ooh! The Great Barrier Reef. That's actually really good to find. Hesea's right on it. Nice. So now we need to fortify our troops and prepare ourselves. We can upgrade you to a swordsman. And we can get our worker back, most importantly. Heal. We can... I think we need to focus on Hesea first. That's going to be my main target, is Hesea first. Then we'll go for the capital. Okay, that's fine. There's our first city-state that we've met in this game, which is good. Is there any other cities that I don't know about? That's what I need to know. So, what we can do is we can start sending these swordsmen over. We can claim our worker back, so that's good. We're not going to attack the workers. Why is that even an option? But, you know, I'm not going to question it. So yeah, I think our best option is to start sending our troops to deal with Hesea next. Once we're ready, of course. We can actually start sending them over now, which is not a big concern. The Great General, though, is a concern. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Let's capture their worker. And we'll leave it at that. You can carry on with your farm. That's fine. We are going to take fire from two different angles, though. New Birmingham has grown. That's what we like to see. So they're on a hill, which is defensively very good for them. Not too bad for us. Let's get you out the way. Fortify you. We can move the troops slowly over now, and then work our way over. I can start attacking the city with a ship as well. Our one ship. And then you can start to get these boys back to the city. The horsemen, they can move... I'll move them one tile because they can use the roads. Carry away your farm, please. Alexander has declared war on Caesar. That's fine. We need to retreat this soldier here, because he's just going to die. Get you safely in the city. Get you safely out of range. Do that. You then can focus on here, because we need the food production, please. You can start on a quarry. And you can stay there. So Caesar's at war with Thingamabob, which is fine. That's fine. Archers are not a huge threat. It's looking good so far, though. Here comes a scout to back them up, but that's fine. Continue attacking the city. And then we can go New Nottingham. We can get ourselves walls. But then again, we do need to start producing military units again, so I think we need to do that. So we will focus on building pikemen. You've almost done with Hagia Sophia. Reinforcements are on the way from there. The catapult can make its way over as well. So we are slowly starting to fight back against them. It's obviously taken us a little bit of time, but we are getting there. Which is the important thing. And thanks to our general being there, we can do things like this. There is another city there, I didn't know that. That could be an issue. That is going to be an issue. His empire is a lot bigger than I thought. But that's okay. We can get there. They're focusing fire on my horsemen, which is okay. They've focused everything on that one horseman, which is good. The capital is here. This is what we want. We want the capital. We can take you as medic, which is pretty good. So then, ranged attack. Ranged attack. We can move the ship so it gets the benefit as well. And then take Hesea. That's another city claimed. Okay, so they are working this tile. That's fine. I'm not going to burn the city down. We don't need to. We did lose a horseman, but I'm not too worried about that. And then up here for New Nottingham, we can focus on pikemen. So far, so good. As for you, we can get you... In fact, this worker can actually start on a trading post. You can continue with that quarry. You can cross over the river. So yeah. He wants peace. Peace was never an option. New Birmingham can fire on an enemy. Okay. That's fine. You're not a problem. That encampment is very close to our city, though, which we need to be concerned about. So at least that's another city claimed. That's the important thing. We've at least taken out that city. So that's one less flank to worry about. I'm just concerned about how big his empire actually is, but we'll cross over that when it comes to it. I'm going to leave it there. Really hope you enjoyed this episode. We managed to put a big dent into Genghis Khan's military, and not only that, we managed to take a couple of cities along the way. Don't worry, I will rename the cities into more funny moments like New Birmingham and things like that, but obviously we're not going to do the same city names twice, if we can. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. See you later.